Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Aries friends. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with the bonus reading on your finances from now till the end of 2020. How am I going to do that? Well, first of all, I've chosen this apophyllite, which is a stone that not many people know. You can see there are crystals. It's crystals. This I got in India. Gorgeous. A piece of this, a very dear friend of mine, Shivani, if you're listening, this is from you, gave to me a gorgeous reflective stone that brings super clear energy to you. I'll be using the Universal Tarot to spread around these cards, this deck that's called Intuiti. I've used this before in other readings. This is a deck of I think 84 cards, or in all. I can't remember now, but it's quite different from normal decks, tarot decks, and it was pieced together by researchers in Milan based on a study of tarot cards from all over the world, and they wished it to be a creative deck. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got here the number 5 card, the major 5 card that's called Antenna, the Bridge Rainbow. I'll be talking about that. Then I have the 10 card, and the 10 is called the Eternal Return. And then I have the 12th major, which is called the Overturned World. As you can see, the world is upside down. So what is this all about? Let's go to our antenna, the Bridge Rainbow. What we're in front of here, Aries, is sort of a first jump toward the divine, toward thinking of your finances in a different way. You're sort of leaving behind everything that's material. You're no longer being a material girl, because you've discovered something new. There's a new dimension here. It's abstract, it's ideal, it's full of meaning, and it's impregnated with spirituality. But how did you become aware of this, Aries? And you think to yourself, and you go back, you search through your dreams and how you've developed over these past couple of months. And you say to yourself, well, there was a master. There was a master who showed me the way. He or she built me a rainbow, a bridge between two different worlds. A rainbow pointing towards, we all know, a pot of gold. And that's the key here. There is that pot of gold. But that pot of gold is different for you, Aries. As it happens in the myth of Plato, the philosopher, Plato's cave, someone comes back into the darkness after having seen the sun, and he reveals it. So this is what you're thinking, you have this master in your dreams, in another dimension in your life, but you were revealed that finances have a different meaning. What changes after this relationship, this revelation, is at the same time undescribable and really difficult to perceive, even though the world that we see is not different from before. Our eyes won't feel it's the same anymore. So essentially what this is telling us is that it's telling us your finances take on a richer meaning. And because of that, you will be seeing a greater flow of financial value in your life up until the end of the year. Then we have here the Eternal Return. It's number 10. And it's similar in many respects to the idea of the Wheel of Fortune, but here it's as if the universal law of time is written. Okay, so I'm a researcher myself, and for me, the most fascinating thing that I've ever studied is time and time dimensions in all aspects of our life. It's the overcoming of an idea of the philosophy that everything passes. Not only does water flow, yes, water does flow and everything passes, but it does it, as you can see, in a cyclical way, and according to a pre-established scheme. So the world season, the sun and the moon, there are events that are predictable and unpredictable in life, and we know that. But the eternal return teaches us that things come and go. So what goes up, what comes down. When you have it, it's spent and it's gone. And so you see that it's very transient. The idea of your finances is not an eternal wealth. There's not an eternal good there. But we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to live in the past or live in the future. When we finally see and accept the model of a turning wheel that comes and goes, we can really be in the present, which is an extremely important gift for you, Aries, concerning your finances. Enjoy it fully for better, because if you endure it more thoughtlessly for worse, it will get worse. But if you enjoy it, you will be staying in the presence, since we already know that it will soon disappear. Okay, so philosophically, your ideas change concerning your finances. Now, what have we got here? We have this this overturned world, the 12th major. And you think to yourself, okay, I do live in this same world, but I don't live in a world that is all mine. It's a different world, but I do see that the world is upside down. And while everybody worries about the things that fall, the fall in the sky is falling, you know that expression, you say to yourself, well, I'm really satisfied with just a column, just a column against, where I can lean, that I can lean on. I'm happy with that. It's the figure of lightness, okay? It's the feeling that you have a different philosophy removed from old material things, and the resignation of people, and this is you, Aries, that see your wealth slipping. It just slips from your pockets, and you realize how little it's worth. When we're willing to practice a sort of self-annihilation, self-denial, something happens. We find ourselves lying down and accepting that things change so rapidly, and we're just part of a world that's extremely transient. And although, Aries, you may know this already, this is the period of time in this last part of 2020 where you truly give money, finances, wealth, a, sort of a toss. You just devil may care attitude, and you take on a completely different attitude. Well, it's not here. We'll come tomorrow. It's like my nails. I cut my nails, they'll grow back. And then I have to cut them again because maybe they're weak. This is how you reason it out for you. So now let's use this tarot deck and see what these cards will add to this. Let's see what these cards are adding to this. Okay. All right, interesting. Interesting cards in relation to the Intuiti. Quite interesting. We've got this 10 of... First, let me show you them, and then I'll read them, the development here. This is the 10 of Swords, and we know that the 10 of Swords is the end of a very difficult cycle, an end of something that has been plaguing us. We've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is extremely fast energy. Then the 3 of Coins. Okay, got the 2 of Coins. the Queen of Coins, money, 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 then the Two of Swords. Now, what I like about this, Aries, is that first of all, the announcement of the entry card is the Ten of Swords, where, okay, that's the end of a cycle in relation to your finances. Yeah, like I said, they're like nails. You can cut them off, they'll grow back. You can spend it, it will come back. And you do have that sort of devil may care attitude. But now once you do chime in, and once you start to get that notion, okay, I'm going to take August and think about it, because August, I just may be on vacation. Aries, there may be many of you who are on vacation. There may be you who are on a pause from a normal activity, financial activity, so you're thinking things through. This night actually augurs in a moment with the Queen, as it's mirroring the Queen. It's auguring in a period of very safe, pondered, one step at a time attitude toward your finances with the new philosophy that you have taken on. And the Three of Coins attests to that. The Three of Coins tells you, okay, it's not a 9, it's not a 10. I've got enough. I've got a basis from which I can play, so to speak. And that gives us this Two of Coins that tells us, all right, it's time for changes. I'm okay. I'm sitting pretty. I don't want the world and the sun and the stars. I just want the land that I'm walking on. There's a good earthy feel to you, Aries. And the Two of Coins does augur in that change. Now, when we get here towards this Queen, as I mentioned, the Queen of Coins is a slower energy. She's a very pondered energy. I'm seeing that you're being pondered is not being a change. It doesn't represent a change, Aries, because of your fiery nature. Usually then you would be watered down. No, absolutely not. In relation to your finances, you have finally become grounded. You are grounded finally. You have a renewed sense of security. And the final Two of Swords tell us, okay, it is time now for a break, a complete break with the past in relation to woes. How am I going to spend it? How do I, will I get it on my tax return? Do I have to spend so I can deduct from taxes and things like that? You just won't be using that as a measuring stick, as a yardstick. You're going to be thinking of it in terms of how spiritually you can. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. There's the church behind me that is ringing for every quarter of an hour. And so they're telling you, Aries, that's it. We are changing. This is the moment that we are changing. Beautiful sounds in the background. What I am interested in this spread, why I'm liking it for you, Aries, is that the Intuiti are very, very clear. And we've got that. And the Queen of Coins comes in and tells you that you will be more grounded in terms of your finances. Great, we've got that. But you do not lose your passion and your swift pace that you usually have. You do things on the drop of a hat. You never let the grass grow under your feet. And the key here is seeing it differently, is, the law of attraction rewarding you because you're actually seeing money for what it's worth. It is a gorgeous way of telling you, Aries, don't worry, just don't worry. Here today, gone tomorrow, so are we. But embrace it because you know that turning wheel that moves and grows, the overturned world gives you an impression that there is an eternal return of finances, and the antenna, the bridge towards the pot of gold is yours. I do appreciate this reading for you. I do like it. Do write below the video and let me know how this works for you, because it really feels like coming home, finally being a little grounded. Do join me for Q&As, for the Q&A on Sunday the 16th and on the 22nd for the channeling session with Sushant Singh Rajput. Bye-bye, Aries. Namaste.